Hey, listen, loan officers, call reluctance. Have you ever had it? You call somebody, you feel like they just don't want to hear from you. You don't know what to say to them. It's a very awkward, unfluid conversation. Well, you can learn how to crush call reluctance with Carl White's book he's going to give to you free of charge. Why don't you check it out? Maybe your 2023 might look a little better than what your current trajectory is. Click this banner right over there. So you ever wonder why inflation right now is so completely out of hand? Now, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of reasons, but how about this one? Did you know that smaller farmers are getting priced out of any expansion as small farmers are now going up against deep-pocketed investors, including private equity firms and real estate developers? Who might these people be? Well, here's one.
Did you know that Bill Gates is the largest owner of farming land in the country? And Gates kept his farmland purchases private, but it was recently revealed that he has amassed enough acreage to be the largest private farmland owner in the country. He owns 242,000 acres of farmland in 18 states. Now, we don't know exactly how Gates is using this farmland, whether it's for actively growing crops or whether any of this land is being set aside for conservation.
Yeah, he's just collecting it like we did baseball cards when we were kids. So, if the largest owner of farmland in the country is not growing crops on that land, food is going to get more expensive. And I mean all types of food, because corn, the primary staple in this country, is in every type of farm animal's food, every one of them. Oh, and not to mention ethanol, which means he's also lending his hand to higher gas prices. That's part of inflation too, isn't it? Now, why do we bring this up? Well, because inflation isn't going to go away with anything the Fed's doing right now. And when everything is more expensive, home values and sales of homes, well, they suffer. And to that point,
did you know that credit card debt is now at an all-time high at a staggering $930 billion? Oh, and you know those younger Americans, those millennials and the Gen Yers, whose business we all covet? Well, they're running record delinquencies on that record revolving debt. Here's how credit card delinquencies break down by age. And as you can tell, basically, the older you get, the more responsible you become with your payments. Go figure.
Except for you baby boomers. You guys just never got it together, did you? Now, again, all that debt, it's because of inflation. Inflation to the economy is like salting your food. Both are just gonna give you higher blood pressure and get you closer to a cardiac event. But here's a good one. You wanna know what the Fed believes is the best indicator that a recession is right around the corner? And I love how they explain this one. Listen closely.
In 2018, the Fed published a paper about a lesser known but more robust predictor of a pending recession. The indicator is called the near-term forward spread. It measures the expected 3-month Treasury yield 18 months into the future minus the current 3-month Treasury rate. While that might sound complicated, the near-term forward spread reflects the bond market's expectation of the Fed rate changes over the coming year and a half.
While the 10-year minus the 2-year yield curve has been inverted for some time, the near-term forward spread just inverted and produced its recession warning last week. Don't you just love this? The all-knowing, omnipotent Fed. Remember, Barry told us that only 2 on the Fed have ever had a job outside of academia, and they were both with a corrupt firm. It stands to reason that the Fed says the biggest indicator of a recession is how fearful the bond market's going to get over what they believe the Fed is going to do 18 months from now. I say, who in the hell knows what they're going to do 18 months from now? We don't even know what they're going to do next quarter. So thanks, Fred. Thanks for clearing this one up for all of us. I hope this helps.